Hello and welcome back to Newcastle, to the WM insane attacking tactic. I was I'd uploaded a video on the Data Hub not so long ago. And I was wondering what the Data Hub might say about us. I'll just ask for let's look for something attacking. Let's look for I don't know, let's look for goal output. Look where we are. I think that it's absolutely insane. If we have a look for our shot map in the last 5 games, absolutely insane amount of shots. Our expected goals being 13.97. It is really a mad tactic. I'm a bit hesitant to look at the data for defensive stuff. The good news is we have beaten Manchester City's 202 goals. We are currently at 210 and we have scored 119 in the Premier League. And we still have, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Premier League games and an FA Cup final against Manchester United, 2 semi-finals in the Champions League, and possibly a final, who knows, in the Champions League left. We are going to blast the record out of the water. We do have to overcome Arsenal, though, first, who beat us in the previous meeting that we had. They beat us by 2-1. We've got to, I don't know about that. We're not very tall up front, and I'm not quite sure that's a good idea. But we are going to pick a fairly decent team, given the fact that we've got so many injured players, most of whom are on the way back. Mbappe is back training, but he's not fully fit yet, so he's going to be on the bench. Borja will be back very soon, Guehi back very soon, and Florian Wirtz hopefully back very soon. He's going to be back in training tomorrow. Musiala's still going to be out for about 3 weeks. He's a big miss, but hopefully we won't miss him too much. I've had to pick the strongest side that I can for today's game. And I think that it's a decent team. And we should be giving Arsenal a game. And Ramirez has come back into the team. And hopefully, as the team are all hyped up, we did have a team meeting for some reason before this game, just to G them up that if we win this game, then it's a big step in terms of the title. They seem to be enthused about that. And I'm going to say our home form is very, very important. No less important, really, than our away form, but still quite important. And I have picked a decent team that's able to mark Saka. And so, first off, I'm just going to type Mark Saka. He's very sick at the moment. Definitely a hard tackle. And he doesn't look very well, to be honest. So, the big other problem is Declan Rice. So, we are going to try and take out Declan Rice as well. And I think that's probably enough. Actually, let's just ask the assistant. We never press. And we'll type Mark Saka. Well, he's not going to have much in his tank, so we'll close him down as well. And then we'll type Mark Declan Rice. And then hopefully that's enough to take out the dangerous threats from Arsenal. And away we go once again as we come to the end of the season. A win here will lift us 10 points clear with only 5 games left to go. I've got a funny feeling this is the kind of game that we could easily lose, because they do have some very tidy players. They're getting on in age, a few of them, Declan Rice and Saka. But hopefully we've got enough about us to get the points here as we look to mount an attack. I have picked a very strong team today, which means we can rotate against Brentford if we win here. And then we can, and then we'll have a full squad available, hopefully, for the Inter Milan match in the semi-final. of the Champions League. Would be brilliant to win the Champions League. Manchester City didn't, and Velosso's burst through from midfield. What a chance. The WM tactic has these two centre mids coming past the deep lying forward. It is absolutely insane. And we do have a corner though, back post corner, and they are very strong at the near post, so we've been practicing back post corners just to try and get it away from the near post. I don't know how successful it will be. We don't do them often, but we are taking the game to them. We've had the highlights. We just got to score now, and there's Jesus Abba once again. And when we look at the goals tally, which we will do after this game, Jesus Abba has scored an amazing amount of goals from centre back. And I keep saying, like, we are like 10 years into the future, but he has become probably the best central defender in the world. And we are a goal up. And Jesus Abba has an incredible amount of goals. I have not had a centre back in FM score as many goals as he has. But we are pretty decent at corners, so fair play. I mean, we've got some very good corner takers, and we are attacking as we always do, taking the game to Arsenal, and hopefully it's going to be quite comfortable in the end. But I'm not quite sure what Badgetich is doing. Ariane, how are you doing, my friend? I'm pretty good. Hoping for a good session tonight. And the Velociraptors made it 2-0. And these two boys coming from deep at centre mid, they have been scoring a ton of goals as well. In fact, Veloso is the team's top scorer. I think that's his 26th goal now. And just bursting forward from midfield. And they score a ton of goals. I would not recommend this tactic, though. If you are starting out on a save, you have to have a very good team if you're going to be successful with this. The reason being is that we only have one central defender. The season is coming to its climax. We're top of the league. We're going to be 10 points clear if we can hold on to this with just 5 games to go. I think that's done and dusted. Champions League semi-final also, Ariane, tonight. So we're hoping for some good times tonight. And then hoping to be back for 2 finals on Sunday, which will be absolutely brilliant. The fact that Saka can barely stand up, let alone do any running, has helped us today. And he has been absolutely absent, as you can see. He's not caused us any trouble. And normally he does. He normally gives me a right headache in FM. Saka, you identify there are players who give you an absolute headache. And Saka is one of them, but he's very quiet today. And we do have a chance for number 3, and Lawrence made it 3. And it's 3-0, and I will not be happy if the boys let this 3-0 lead go. There's nothing I can do in terms of changing the tactic. I can't go defensive or anything like that. I'm not allowed, according to my own rules, to change the tactic in any way, apart from the fact that I can alter the lines. And that's all I can do. And so, as you can see, 5 shots, 5 on target. We've absolutely blown them away. Arsenal have had very little to offer. This tactic just keeps going on and on. I mean, the fact that we have probably one of the strongest teams in the world does help. And we should be losing very few games, which is how it is going. I'm very pleased. I can't say any more than that. Get out and do some more. The one thing is that we do have Akim Gray, who's in a very poor run of form. And I'm hoping that he's going to get himself on the score sheet. And I'm hoping that Arsenal haven't changed too much and don't come in back into this at the moment. We need to win this second ball. Get your foot on it. Saka, who's got nothing at all in his tank there, he seems to be doing okay going into the second half. If he was playing for me, he would have been off at half time, if not playing at all. Because I'm pretty sure if I had a player like that and I played him, he'd have got injured. But Saka is Saka, and probably will score before the end, and it is now 4-0. But I've got a funny feeling that might be offside. Yes, very successful, Ariane. I think he was offside there, which is a bit of a shame. No, it's been awarded. And another midfielder has burst forward. And another centre mid, the other side, Waneri, has put it away. It's now 4-0. And I will be very annoyed with the boys if they let Arsenal come back into this now. Oof, very close. But put away with aplomb. And so Arsenal, throughout the game, have had only one shot, and that was off target. It looks like a long-range effort. And we've kept them to absolutely nothing. And I do need to rest players because we have important games coming up. So there's a couple of these boys. Oh, we got another injury, have we? We don't want to take any risks at all. And that means that Mbappe will make an appearance at this stage. I'm also going to take Hakim Gray off and put on Kamalo. We're 4-0 up. We should be able to see this game out. And maybe even add to it. It's not Gray who's been the biggest threat. It's been the centre mids. And some of those in the next 5 or 10 minutes are going to be rested as well. And hopefully we'll then go into the next game against Brentford with a very much rotated team. And it is time to go and make those changes. We don't now need to beat Brentford. So there's players like the Velociraptor. He does need resting. Bajcetic is on a yellow card. So we will bring Moscardo on for him. And Sidamar can come on. No, he can't play as a centre mid. We'll bring on Landerson for the Velociraptor. And I've got one more change to make. Karaoke's not playing too badly. He's not having the greatest of games. But I think I will possibly look to change João Neves if I can. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do that yet. But I think he probably needs to come off very, very soon. Probably put someone out of position for the last 10 minutes. And it's been a good performance. It's been another 4 goals. And we now have 214 goals overall. We are absolutely hammering the Manchester City record. What a team. What a performance this season. And I am going to... Oh, Karaoke is also tired, but he's not as important as João Neves. It's a bit of a problem. I'm actually going to bring back Neves. I'm going to put Sidamar in as a centre mid. He can't play as a centre mid, but I don't think it really matters with only 10 minutes to go. Karaoke, it doesn't matter. With Mbappe fit again now, Karaoke can run himself into the ground. Saka is still going, but he's got a terrible rating of 4.9. Is it 4.9 for Saka? Or is it 5.9? Oh, it's 5.9. I thought he had a 4.9, which I would have never seen before. I've seen 5.9s before, but never a 4.9. So... another victory under our belt. It's not going to be victory after victory tonight. I think we're going to struggle to beat Inter Milan in the semi-final. I'm confident we can beat them. Not too confident, but I don't think we're going to just blow them off the park, and it is now 5-0. And goals just keep coming. And that's what this tactic is all about. And if you do have a very, very strong defence, and you do have good attacking midfield players, why not? It works a treat with a very good team. And it's quite fun, and you score a ton of goals. I wasn't expecting this Newcastle team to take to it this well, but they have done. We've just blown everybody away, basically. And I'm going to say that's about as comprehensive as it gets. You've just blown Arsenal out of the water. So that does take us 10 points clear of Manchester City now with just 5 games to go. Brentford, we can rotate for... Lauren is injured for 6 to 11 days. Another injury. Waneri had a good goal, had a good game. So he's possibly going to be the replacement for Lauren. But the games are going to come thick and fast now. I think we have the next game is going to be on the 22nd. It's just 3 days against Brentford. Sheffield United, we should be rotating for them. Sheffield United, and then it's Inter Milan, and then it's Brentford, and then Inter Milan again. 2 games we should be winning in the league coming up. Although Sheffield United are sitting in 6th. They are doing a Nottingham Forest. And so they are doing extremely well. I'm not quite sure what happened there. Come on. And then we don't need to rest Lauren. He's not going anywhere. Mbappe, I'm going to give him a rest anyway, as he's just back. So give him a little rest anyway. So they're going to be rested. We're going to move on. We're going to have a look at Sheffield United. They are doing extremely well. And I'm going to just look at the team that I might put out for this game. I'm not too impressed with Puertas as a goalkeeper. He's played a couple of games and he's a bit hit and miss. So we've got Ramirez back in goal. And these players need to come in. So Stimac will come in as the inverted left back. And Van can come in on that side. And then Marcos can play in the middle. With Borgia is just still not quite fit. And Jesus Abba can have a real rest. Then Moscardo will come in for Bajcetic. I'm still struggling for players. Andrew Hatch is going to get a game. I don't think he's left-footed. Yeah, he is. So Andrew Hatch can have a game, young boy. We don't need to win this. Wirtz will be back tomorrow. Waneri is almost... he's injured now. Siedemar can play as the right wing. Mbappe can play on the left. We are struggling a little bit for left wingers. I'm guessing that Florian Wirtz will be fit. And I'm guessing that Guehi will be fit as well. And that means that Kamalo possibly. Kamalo can come off the bench. It's a shame that Kamalo has fallen out with me and wants to be sold. He hasn't fallen out with me, and he just wants to leave because he's not getting any game time, and I can understand why he wants to leave. It's just a shame. I'm surprised that this is not worse than it is, but it's not looking too bad actually. So we're gonna keep going. and have a quick look at Sheffield United. I don't see anything that really jumps out at me. We need to go back to near post. Need to do a little bit of work on the near post this week. They don't create really good chances from set pieces. So I don't think that we have... This team is stacked. It is actually, Ariane. It's just the most amazing. And this is like the squad that I had assembled at the end of my journeyman. And the only person I've added to it is Mbappe for this year. He just came up for 89 million. I had about 200 million in the bank. And so we went and bought him. And he's been an absolute revelation. They play a vertical tiki-taka. They fancy themselves as a decent team. And so the high press is probably the right way to go. And I think we want to do... No, I'm not going to alter that, because every time I alter that and go attacking, teams score against us from a set piece. So I'm not going to do that. But I do want to go and have a look at the goals scored. Top goal scorer is the Velociraptor, Veloso. He's got 26 goals in 37 appearances with 15 assists. And then Akim Gray, 23 goals with 12 assists. Mbappe has 21 goals and 19 assists. And so it goes. And Jesus Abba has 15 goals from centre-back, 1 assist. Has got an average rating of 7.5. He's just an absolute beast, a monster. And he's still only 24 years old. He's an absolutely brilliant centre-back. So the top assists is Lauren with 29 assists. And that is just an unbelievable amount of assists that he's got in this season. So it is, you're quite right. It is a team stacked full of good players, and we should be winning football matches, but it's not a cheat team. It is the team that I put together at the end of the journeyman. So no, we're not doing that. It is possible I could play Waneri, but Waneri's injured, isn't he? I thought Waneri got injured. Oh, he's fit again. So we could put Waneri up top just to rest Akim Gray. That's probably a good idea. Karaoke. He can't play as a centre mid, can he? Oh, yes, he can. So we will put Karaoke in for the youngster, and maybe he'll get some time off the bench. Peterson, no, I want to rest him. Bajcetic, I want to rest him. Landerson's already in the team. We have already beaten lots of records. And what's this one? Existing record in the Premier League is 30 games. Really? Thought it was much more than that. Newcastle set to break. It's 128 by Aston Villa. We got 4 to beat Villa's record. So if we can get 5 against Sheffield United, we'll break the all-time goal-scoring record held by Aston Villa. But we need 5. Wirtz is out again. Oh, brilliant. Brilliant. The injury crisis just keeps going and going. Wirtz now will have to shift to the bench, I guess. We'll see just before the game time. We have to do this. Dimich has trained well. Well done, boy. I guess if we get 3 points here, it's almost done. The title's almost done. I think we'll only need another 3 points or so, and then it will be all over. No, we're not going to be giving people rollickings, not the elderly anyway. Mbappe is a member of the Senior Citizens Club, where he is back training. Wirtz was back training, but now he's got injured again. Do I want him on the bench? I'm going to put Kamalo on the bench. Nathaniel Wilson. Short of a left winger, so I'm going to actually put... The problem is I haven't got a striker. If one area plays badly, I don't have a striker on the bench this way. So we'll put Kamalo on the bench. Just in case FM decides, okay, you haven't got a striker on the bench, so your striker's going to have a stinker. We're going to put Arwell Davis fit, Borgia, Florian fit, Wirtz no, Guehi 45 minutes. Borgia is capable of playing the entire game. So Borgia can come in for Marcos. Marcos then can deputise for Van, who could push up into the right wing if necessary. That's a good call. Manchester United have beaten Arsenal. Everybody seems to be beating Arsenal, but they're not really in the race. Nothing to worry about there. We just got to go out and beat Sheffield United. I think we've picked a very nice team. And 5 goals, and we beat Aston Villa's all-time Premier League goal-scoring record. If we don't get 5, we're going to have to wait. And we have been on a good run. And I should have said, pick up where you left off then. I'm going to ask my assistant. He does like a hard tackle. I mean, I don't know if you guys notice this when you ask your assistant for this nonsense. They do like a nice hard tackle, don't they? I'm going to close down, type mark both of them. I actually don't feel I need to do anything else for Sheffield United. And we'll go and see if we can get a result against Sheffield United. The team who are performing out of their skins this season. Are they going to be where we slip up, or are we going to just go on where we left off, piling on the goals again? Would be nice if Waneri did well up front. He's a man who can play up front, but if not, if he's not playing well, then we can bring on Kamalo, who is more of a natural striker than Waneri. But it does mean we can rest Gray, who probably does need a day off. And come on, boys. We've been the better team. We're getting shots and shots on target. We just need to put one in. And we've got plenty of good players on the pitch who can do that. Harry, of course, is not having the greatest of games. He's very nervous. So I think we'll tell him to calm down. There's no big deal here. And what's the matter with Borgia? He's apprehensive. We'll do the same for him. We'll tell him to calm down. There's absolutely no big deal here. And hopefully that will have an effect on their mood on the pitch. I'm looking to see if it changes. One area is now on a 6.4. I knew that would happen. It was bound to happen. And Kamalo could be off the bench sooner than anticipated. Waneri likes to play in that central midfield role, but he is a good player and he can play up there. So hopefully he'll do the job for us. Neves gets a chance at a cross. He gets the cross in. Siedema, that's too long, Neves. Into the box, though. Mbappe, can you get hold of it? No, he can't. He hasn't got the pace anymore. And he nearly got sent off there. And Sheffield United obviously counter-attacking. Sitting back and counter-attacking. We just got to hope we can break them down. I can adjust the lines, and if we can't break them down, then I can adjust the lines to try and pull them out a bit. But that's the only thing I can do. And Sheffield United are through. They almost undid us. And we are going to get caught, especially by counterattacks, because of the way we are set up. And we nearly got caught out there. In fact, Sheffield United will be kicking themselves. But they've got the ball again. And the fact that our poor central defender on his own out there. And I do wish my inverted fullbacks would get a bit closer to him. He leaves huge gaps. But they are just absolutely dominating us, passing it around. I expect them to have possession because we are playing very direct. So I expect them to control possession and create chances. But I also expect us to be getting a few highlights here. And although we've had the most shots, we're not getting any highlights. And that's a bit of a worry for me. Sheffield United are attacking us down the right-hand side for some reason. So I might need to cut off the supply to that right-hand side. And I'm not quite sure. Working in key highlights, I can't really work out who's actually supplying the ball. I think it's coming from the right midfielder. But we'll keep an eye on that. Oh, he must score, but he's missed it. We are getting a bit of a hiding here. And it is because that right-hand side, they're attacking our down that right-hand side. And who is supplying the ball? I think it's Duffy. I think we need to take Duffy. I'm going to close him down. But it also, well, they switched to a 4-4-2. But these wingers are getting too much space as well. So I'm going to close down the wingers as well. We do have the pace to do it at the back. And just try and close down the wingers a little bit more. I may have to drop the lines a little bit in the second half. Because at the moment we are not getting any highlights. We are just not good enough at the moment, boys. And may drop the lines and tell them to be a bit more expressive. I just told them you're not creative enough. So perhaps we need to be a little bit more expressive. And I'm going to drop the lines to see if they are sitting back a little bit. I can't tell. They might be sitting back a little, but if I go into a low block, we might see them going further up the pitch and might give us some gaps in behind. But at the moment, we are second best here, although Sheffield United's finishing is absolutely shocking. We've got one area on a 6.1. He needs to come off now. Enough. He's like, he's not done it. So Kamalo will come on. We've got it's our forwards again who are not doing the business. Siedemar Carioca is not performing very well. And Landerson can come on for him. Mbappe's having a really poor game, and Davis can come on for him. And Borja, who gets apprehensive, Marcos is going to come on for him. Borja's been apprehensive, and he's not coping very well coming back from injury. So hopefully now we're going to start getting some shots on goal here. That's all we need. If we get enough shots, we'll score goals. If we don't get enough shots, João Neves also needs to come off. But it is, again, it's Sheffield, and we've given away a penalty. I had a funny feeling, having beaten Arsenal, whether we were going to come unstuck here because I was rotating the team. I had a funny feeling. And we've given a penalty away. No problem. João Neves is very, very tired. And Bajcetic can come on for him. And they do need a good shouting at, I think. I'm not quite sure how much this works. If I shout demand more, that is about work rate in the main. If they're, it seems to me that they're a little bit too complacent, so I need to fire them up a little bit. We've been totally out of this game. Great start, but we haven't had a highlight since about the 25th minute, and we've been absolutely dominated. I'm going to push the lines back up again because I don't think that's working particularly, and see if that brings back any joy for us. We've been totally outplayed. Not one key pass. And we have been totally outplayed. I hate playing against 4-4-2. It's horrible. And in my Ipswich save, I have set up another tactic that is a 4-4-2. And hopefully, if we get to use that, then the opposition can actually suffer the same way I suffer against 4-4-2. In FM, it is a horrible tactic to play against, and Sheffield United are giving us a real game. And no wonder they're in 6th, because they are totally overperforming, and they are just giving us a real game here. And that should not be happening, given the quality of this team. We should be beating the likes of Sheffield United. But fair play, they're not in 6th for no reason. And we need to get our foot in the ball. Let's create a goal. We can create goals and score goals very, very quickly. Bajcetic, look for support. He's going on his own. He should have looked for support. He had men, so many with him. If he just looked a little bit, he would have got that. We would have got level then, but he didn't look. But there's a little dinked cross. The goalkeeper claims that easy, though. It's still possible we can win this, but highly unlikely. We can score goals quickly, but we're just not doing it today. We just haven't performed. And if we don't perform and don't take chances, we haven't taken our chances, and that's probably because we rested Akim Gray, and Mbappe was in dreadful form. And that's that. So we have to take it on the chin, move on. That was a shocking result. And that was not good enough, boys. So many players played badly. And happens, take it on the chin and we move on. And so we are now only 7 points clear of Manchester City, who beat Brentford, who we will play next after Inter Milan. Yeah, whatever you say. He hasn't played well for me. He's been with me since a 15-year-old. And he isn't playing particularly well. He's not far off. A while back, he got a 7.1, a 7.2 assisting. I think I'm not going to criticize him as such. I'm going to just have a quiet word in his ear. You're getting in the right positions. Don't worry about it. Sometimes that's better than taking him off. He's still a young lad. He had enough of a ticking off in the dressing room post-match. So that's a blot on the landscape, and we have to go and play Inter Milan now, which it does make me feel a little bit more confident about the semi-final now, having lost to Sheffield United. But it's a blot on the landscape for a team of this quality. That should not be happening. And as soon as you saw the fact that Waneri was on this 6.1, I kind of figured, I know what's going on here. So it happens. Let's go and beat Inter Milan. I don't know how good they are. We beat Real Madrid in the last round quite comfortably, and I don't really know how good Inter Milan are. They've got to be good to get to the semi-final. Chelsea 10, Southampton 0. What's that about? Are they playing with the WM tactic as well? Do you have faith? Do you have a declaration of no? I don't have any. I don't have any response to that. He's not having him anyway. So unless he's got about 200 million, he's not having him. So let's get Champions League mood on now. Semi-final. Is this the end of the road, or are we going all the way? I don't know how good they are. They look pretty good on paper. We need to go far post. They look very, very good on paper. So I'm going to go far post. And they do look pretty good. There's not much here in terms of weaknesses. They struggle against 4-4-2, so do I. Maybe I should put the Sheffield United team out here. And in terms of the way they play wing play. I might have to drop the line a little bit. Although we have an inside forward here. Here's going to be the problem, so I'm not going to drop the line. Yes, I am. I'm going to go to a standard line. Just in case. And that seems fine. And let's go. I'm going to pick the team yet, haven't I? I want to put my first team in where possible. But that isn't actually possible at the moment, I don't think. Jesus Abba will come back in. And I might play Marcos, because he's a good, solid, good marking defender. And I think I'd like to play Guehi as the left back. If he's fit, Guehi can come on and play as the left back. That's really tall, three at the back. I got a lot of players who are, of course, not registered. Cedmar's not registered. And Florian Wirtz will need to come back in, as well as Akim Gray. Waneri, we will try him again. Musiala is still injured. Let's just do that for now. Karaoke on the bench. Lauren, is he fit? 2 days. He's probably going to have to go on the bench. And then Ben Beck. And Puertas will come in. Poor old Ben Beck will come on as the sub-goalkeeper. I don't know who Petrie is. I have no idea how good he is. Florian Wirtz. I think I'll switch Waneri for Florian Wirtz. Van makes sense. Peterson and Arwell Davis will play instead of Mbappe. Bajcetic makes sense. Bajcetic needs to come back in. He will come in for... Look at this midfield. They like each other. Karaoke makes sense. We're struggling a little bit. Struggling a little bit for a bench. But hopefully we're just going to get through this. Landerson, Karaoke, Waneri in midfield. Mbappe. Nah, I'm going with what I did. Mbappe's probably going to be a bit upset he's not playing, but he didn't play very well in the last game. And I want Arwell Davis out on that wing. He's playing exceptionally well, Arwell Davis. And I want him out on that wing. Decent, but I don't think the right quality. That would be an upgrade. Decent player, though. So let's go and play against Inter Milan. Can we get to the final? A good win here at home will ease all my pressure, but I don't think we're going to get it. I think we're going to have to wait. We'll probably lose here, and we're going to have to wait until we go to the San Siro, I think it is. Supporters expect to win, the board expect to draw. And then I think we probably will need to wait until we go to the away game. It's not going to be. Wirtz is not fully fit. Lauren's not very fit. Guehi only 45 minutes. I may have to change this team again. Guehi probably is not fit enough. So Peterson. Actually, no. What we're going to do, bring Arwell Davis back to left back. And then Mbappe can come on onto the wing. If Guehi's not fit, he's not fit. So here we go. Wirtz is probably going to get injured again, but he has to play. Okay, let's push up. I take your word for it. And Jesus Abba comes back as the central midfielder. Yeah, I know he's going to struggle to see out the match. But he's very, very essential for me. And he's not going to see out the match. He's going to come off, hopefully, around, well, half-time if we are ahead. We are the favourites, are we? Yeah, I need to say that. I want to see a better performance. So let's go out there and show them why we are favourites. And since I don't know too much about... Tonali is playing for them. Oh, there's a shocker. And we do want to type mark both of those. Well, there's a shocker. Tonali is playing for them. Okay, let's go and wipe that smile off Tonali's face. We only sold him in the summer of last year. He's quite old now. And so hopefully the youth we have and the numbers we have in midfield will sort him out. But we do need to score goals today, boys. Let me remind you from the bench here, we do need to score a few goals. And it is, in fact, Inter Milan who've made the better start. And I'm pretty sure that... I don't know if the higher line is the right way to go. We do have bags of pace. So it probably is the right way to go. Let's squash the space in midfield. They only have 2 operating in midfield, so we should be squashing that space. Lovely football so far. The Velociraptor, it's in. It's Akim Gray. He was onside. He came from behind an orange shirt. I'm pretty sure of that. They're not getting that as an offside. I'll be very annoyed. I think that's going to be awarded. It is awarded. He did make a very late run there. And visually I could see it. There was no need for VAR. Could see that he was onside. Definitely onside. And it's 1-0. 12 minutes are gone. Come on, boys. 8-0. And then we won't have to worry about the second leg. Brilliantly timed run. Get in. Akim Gray. It's 1-0. And I don't know, I have no idea whether this, how good. And they got a couple of good players. Univar is a good player, although I had him in my Ipswich team, he was rubbish. But I know he is a good player in FM. But he just didn't play very well for me at Ipswich. Had to sell him in the end. So they have got one or two decent players. Tell in FM is quite decent, does turn out to be very decent. And so they will create chances and possibly even score goals. We've just got to score more than them. Come on, boys. On the counter here. Let's get it forward. Into the box now. Florian Wirtz, it's 2-0. And we are putting Inter Milan to sleep. Not even 20 minutes gone. We're 2-0 up. All we need to do is score lots of goals today. And then we don't have to worry about the second leg. And that would be ideal. What a lovely run by Florian Wirtz. What an absolutely inspired decision to actually put him in the team when he's not that fit. And we are putting them away now. We get an exceptional amount of shots on target. This is a very good forward line. A very, very good midfield. Waneri is having a very good game today, interestingly enough. And once I see these greens up top, then it makes me feel a lot happier. But it's only 2-0, boys, and that is not enough. I'd like maybe 6 if we can. And hopefully you'll give me 6. We actually beat Arsenal 5-0. But we didn't score against Sheffield United. So we're still chasing down that Aston Villa record in the Prem. Having beaten Arsenal, we needed to score 5 against Sheffield United. We got none. And come on, let's get on with it. Nice little dinked free kick onto Abba's head. And there's the little dinked free kick. And Bajcetic at the back post has made it 3-0. And it's good night into Milan, I think. 3-0 after 35 minutes. This is exactly what I wanted. We're not going to do that because it'll slow everything down. We don't want to slow proceedings down. And, well, what a response from Sheffield United. But once this first team is back together, they look unstoppable. It's when I rotate we don't do particularly well, so perhaps the second team isn't as good as the first team. And that would be something we'd have to work on in the transfer window, making that reserve team equally as good. But Waneri, who's having a killer game, into the Velociraptor, and what a chance. Comes out to Bajcetic, he's hit the crossbar. And Mbappe knew it was going to hit the crossbar because he was off on that curved run as soon as the shot went in. So Mbappe is a mind reader. He actually saw what was going to happen. And that's probably because he's got such a high vision attribute. As soon as the ball was kicked, he was off looking for the rebound. And here's Velociraptor. Come on, was a chance here. Waneri's in space. Come on, make it 4 into the box. Kim Gray, you could have scored there. It's still 3-0. We're still hunting them down. I love it when it's all green. I hate it when it's the Sheffield United style, but we are taking them apart now. And another 3 goals is what's needed in the second half, and then I'll be very, very happy. And so, coming up to half-time, we've absolutely blitzed them, really. They have created chances. I suspected that they would. But we've got Jesus Abba back in defence now. And, yep, we've had a lot of shots on target. I'm happy. Everybody is playing reasonably well. Let's go and finish the job, boys. We need more goals. Tonali isn't having his best game at the base of their midfield. The ball winner there, he's not really stopping us from getting opportunities. We need more, boys. We need a couple more to make me happy. Waneri is having an outstanding game. We do have another highlight. Here's Jesus Abba. What a player he has been. He was only 16 years old at Coritiba when I first spotted him. And what a player. I did think he was going to turn out to be an exceptional player, and he has. Oh, wrong foot. Wrong foot. You should have taken that with your left. That was Florian Wirtz. He tried to curl it in with the outside of his right foot. Take it with your left, you twit. Who is Indy Class? He's a bit of a nuisance, and they might get one back. That should be annoying. He has a reasonable right foot, so I'm going to put him on his right foot. They're all really tiring now. And we seem reasonably fit. That's because we don't counter-press. And therefore the boys are staying reasonably fit. Who was it that could only last? Florian Wirtz. He probably needs to come off before he gets injured. And I will bring on Landerson. Actually, no. I will bring on Karaoke for Florian Wirtz. He has a fairly strong left foot, so he can do that fairly successfully. And just the one change for now. We are not looking particularly tired, but we are looking particularly strong. But we need to score more goals, boys. This is not enough. And I need to shout and demand more, I think. We need more. Let's get a couple more goals. I'm going to get some horrible expressions down here. Akim Gray, frustrated by the feedback. We'll get another goal, and then I'll say, well done. But Waneri's having a super game. And I'm not quite sure what's going on here. It's Waneri taking a free kick, and there's another one. It's Karaoke at the back post. Is he going to be offside, though? It'd be a bit annoying to be offside from a free kick. What's it going to be? Is it going to be 4-0 or are we stuck at 3-0? It's been awarded. It's 4-0. I think that now is tie over. Is this going to be a Champions League victory? Are we going to do it? Time to make some changes, maybe. Let's get some of these tired souls off. Like the Velociraptor. Landerson can come on for him. Badgetic is tired. Moscardo for him. I'm reluctant to take any of those three off, but I think we should. Guehi actually could probably use some game time. So I will put Guehi on for Davis. There's one more. João Neves is very tired. Probably needs a rest, João Neves. And I'm going to... No, I don't need to rest Marcos. I'm just going to wait, see who gets the most tired. I have a funny feeling, because we haven't scored, Inter Milan will score in a minute. And that sometimes happens if we don't score. Oh, we have got one, but we haven't scored many. The Inter Milan will get one, which keeps them in the tie. But that's why we need more. Another 2 goals and we're out of sight. Waneri, who's having an absolutely brilliant game, and it is now 5-0. And I guess we're going to be in the final. 5-0. And after his 6.1 of the last game, Waneri has been outstanding. He doesn't like to play on the right wing, particularly. He loves the centre mid role. But today, when he didn't perform as the striker last time out, today on the wing, he's been absolutely outstanding. And it is Mbappe who's got the most tired. So let's get Mbappe off the field if we can. If I can. And I don't think I can. I could put Waneri over on the left and then bring Van to play as the right winger. And that way we solve the problem. And can we get a 6? I'd love to get 6 and 7, boys, if you can manage it. Because then the second doesn't matter. because I can't see Inter Milan beating us by 6-0. If we get another couple, I cannot even see them bothering to turn up. They might as well just concede at this point. They have offered nothing, really, and we've been far better than they have. But they can still get back into it. They could still score a couple of goals. And that's why I'm going to go and just do the opposition stuff. And we'll just type mark him because he's fresh. Turn him onto his left foot. And he's not anything really I need to worry about. So we just got to keep doing what we've been doing. Pinch the ball. Oh, here's the one, is it? Yeah, there it is. They were going to get one. It's inevitable. And 5-1, is that going to be enough? We need to get another goal, boys. Oh, boy, yeah. Nwaneri is absolutely outstanding today. But I had a funny feeling that they were going to get one. And one they've got. We need to get another one. We need to get another one. Just to pull away from them. They're not going to beat us 5-0, I don't think, at home. But we still need to pull as clear as we possibly can. There's enough time to score 2. So we can really take a good lead. And that's well done. And Landerson's in the clear. Go on, son. Inside the Van can't get it across. It was well closed down. Marcos should pick that up easy. Inside to Moscardo. We got to go left. We got to look for Nwaneri. Don't keep going right, boys. We got to look. No, we don't want to play for set pieces. It slows everything down. And just go left. I might have to tell him, go left. But that's a lovely pass. Gray's in space. Can Gray put it away? Yes, he can. It's 6-1. It's being checked for offside again. So many VAR checks. This one might be offside, actually. He might have gone a bit early with this one. No, it's been awarded, and it is now 6-1. And I'm guessing we are in the Champions League final. I did think he was offside there. I think we might have got away with one there. I don't know if we're going to see that in the offside. Oh, he was. He was being kept onside. My eyes deceived me. There's time for another one, boys. There's time for 7. Ooh, who is that guy? Abada. Where does he live? Where does Abada live? Hard tackle him and tight mark him. We don't want him getting his foot on the ball for too long. But what a game Nwaneri has had. He's had an absolutely brilliant game. Absolutely brilliant. And I got to admit, as much as I like FM Tweak, and I really do enjoy playing with Ipswich with the FM Tweaks, this Chinese attacking mod is insane. And some of the goals that get scored are absolutely brilliant. On both of them, for me, especially FM Tweak, they've given a new life to FM, which almost had died when the game... That's offside. You're miles offside there, Gray. When FM 25 got delayed, they've given a bit of life to the game. And that finish, for example, was sublime. Though it's disallowed, it was such a lovely finish. And the animations are better in general. Yes, miles offside. I mean, the way he positioned his body there, it was a sublime finish. And we don't really see that in the normal match engine. Do not get another one. We do not want them to score another one. We need to score another one, not Inter Milan. That's a lovely pass. And Nwaneri's in acres of space. What can he do with it now? He's got time. That's a poor pass. He was better when he was on the right, I think. And I'm just going to shout at them to focus. Just do not give another goal away. because although we've been great, I do not want them to have any chance whatsoever. 7, getting another one ourselves and making it 7 will be lovely. And that was not a very good pass, whoever that was. It was Moscardo. But lovely football, lovely. Van has a chance. Can he find support? He's found Karaoke. Lovely pass to Waneri. Has it gone in? Yes, it has. It's Hakim Gray. It's Hakim Gray has made it 7-1. Hey, Aljosa, how are you doing? The goal is awarded. And brilliant football. Van didn't hold on to it. Lovely pass coming up here from Karaoke. Waneri fancied his chances. It got a block in, but it bounced off Gray. It's gone in. It's 7-1. It's good night into Milan. I would say Champions League final. Here we come. We just got to now play well against Brentford in order to secure the title. We don't need to worry about the second leg of this game. I think it's done and dusted. Even if we lose, it doesn't matter. If we can get another one, brilliant. Karaoke's in. It must be 8. It is 8. And I think he was onside. And that's it. That really is it. It's 8-1. And Inter Milan have just folded. They just couldn't live with us. And I'm not quite sure how they've got to the semi-final. There were better teams we played against. And how they've got to the semi-final, I don't know. It's 8-1 anyway. Game over. And well done, boys. We've blown them away. Waneri has got himself a 10. Hakim Gray has got himself a 10. Absolutely brilliant. Tonali, 5.9. Bless him. He bet he wishes he stayed at Newcastle now. I'm very happy with the result and the way you played. Awesome stuff that was. We're getting back to full strength, which is good. Florian Wirtz had a very good run out there without getting injured. 3 assists for Waneri. Absolutely super. And has to play in the next game, Waneri. The question is now, what do I do about Brentford? I don't need to put a really strong team out against Inter Milan, but I do need to beat Brentford because we're only 7 points clear at the moment with 4 games to go. We need to get to that 10 points again. If we can win and City lose, then that will mean we'll be 10 points clear with 3 games to go. It's done. We are favourites. We're going to win the title. I think I want to get it done, though. And a good win will get it done. We need to rest these boys. Has Lauren got himself injured again? What is the matter with him? We'll rest everybody anyway. Brentford in 13th. You've got to be thinking we'll win that game. And I don't really need to put a strong team out. Can I put a strong team out against Brentford? They win near post headers. Can see that straight away. We'll stay far post. They create very good set piece chances. Effective from through balls. That suggests so they should have a standard line. But I think we're playing well enough with this high line. So I think, although Jimenez, 14 strikes, it's nowhere near what we've been doing. We'll just see how they get on, see who reacts better. I'm willing to wait for my assistant's advice this time and see who he thinks I should play. Oh, Monaco and Tottenham is the other semi-final, which ended 1-1. Unlike our, what was it, 8-1? 8-1 thrashing Of the two, I think I'd prefer to play Monaco, to be honest, not Tottenham. Because Tottenham are a Premier League team and might be more difficult to beat. Well, that looks fine to me. So let's go to this game and let's go and win the title here, boys. Because if City slip up, Peterson, Guehi with Abba in the middle, Badgetic, Landerson. I'm not sure about playing one area up top. I'm going to click yes, and then we're going to go and take a look at that. I'm not sure about playing one area up top. So it might be better to play Mbappe up top, switch over Lauren and one area, because he played extremely well there. And I'm not too unhappy about that. We just need to do the bench, because he's probably messed the bench up. Marcos is good as a fullback, as well as Arwell Davis. Actually, Arwell Davis can play as the winger. Musiala must be still about 10 days. Florian Wirtz on the bench, as he played 65 minutes last time. Akim Gray, does he need to play? No, he needs a rest. Let's put Wirtz on the bench, because at the moment I've got too many fullbacks there. Arwell Davis can have a rest. So Marcos and Van. Borja. Moscado, Wirtz, Siedemar. Andrew Hatch and Kamalo. It does leave me short of wingers. I've got Florian Wirtz and Siedemar. Yeah, that works. And then all these boys can have a rest. That works for me. Set to break what record? Oh, this is still the Aston Villa one. We're stuck on... What is it? We're stuck on 124. Yeah. We need 4 goals to beat their record. We've got 4 games to do it. We can do that. Not a problem. We can do that. Another good week in training. João Neves trained really well. Actually, I think I want to give him a rest. If he's in the team, I want to give him a rest. João Neves. Keep these boys as fresh as I can. That's not good enough for Borja. Oh, he's not happy. Feels like you've criticised... Oh, okay, I've criticised him enough. Fair enough. He wants to leave anyway, so... And I'm quite happy for him to go. So, yeah, maybe I shouldn't be criticising him. All I ever do is criticise him. Well, if he picked his performance up, I wouldn't be criticising. Mbappe, Lauren, Mendes and Akim Gray. One of those boys, our boys is going to win that, surely. So 4 goals. That's all it needs, boys, is 4 goals. Yeah, João Neves is having a rest, which is good. And I think we should go and do this. No, we're not hitting early crosses. We're playing exactly as we play. I think that's a decent team. Just hope that Guehi has a good game as the left back. Musiala thinks he should... I can't see what it says now. Think something was wrong anyway. But they always whinge a bit. And I think probably he wanted to be selected. I'm going to keep him for Inter Milan. Not that we actually need him for Inter Milan, but I want to rotate. These two. He used to play for Newcastle as well, so just in case, we'll type mark him as well. He's not the greatest of players, so just type mark him, keep him out of the game. Actually, no, not a good idea, because just in case he's a wanderer, and we've only got one centre-back, so probably not a good idea. Don't want to do that. Do want to do that. We're favourites for a reason. I would say I'm expecting good, solid defence. I'm expecting today. I don't normally expect of them, but this could mean the title. This could be the game that wins the title. Keep an eye on that City result, because if City lose, then this will be the game that wins the title. And City will be playing... Oh, they're not playing yet, but they will be playing Bournemouth later on. So we do need to score some goals here, boys, if you don't mind, and win the title. What's happened? We got a penalty? Yes, we have. Who's going to take it? Because this is a team packed full of penalty takers, but I don't think I've picked any of them. We've got a penalty. That would be a perfect start. Who's going to take it? Is it Mbappe? Yeah. Mbappe, 1-0. We are in the lead. And is this where we go and win the title? I wouldn't want to, because then we won't see the trophy presentation, because Manchester City are playing later. So I'd prefer City to get a draw, and then we can win it in our next game. This will be enough to win the title if City lose. Yeah, because if they lose, they could not catch us. So I'd prefer not to win the title in this game, but I would prefer to win, but for City to win as well, and we'll win it next week. Same as for Liverpool, who could win the title, could have won the title in midweek, but didn't. And better for them that they win the title in their next game. And that's what I would like to do. We are creating lots of chances. We are not getting shots on target. And there is an emphasis down the flanks for Brentford. But this game is not over by a long shot. But usually when we take the lead, we go on to score more goals. We lose when we really struggle to score goals. We don't generally lose when we take the lead. Hey, Ben, haven't seen you for a long time. How are you doing, my friend? I am following you on Facebook, your travels around the country, and it does seem like you're having a good time and things are doing really, really, really well. Yeah, YouTube cancelled the membership because I don't... I'm not monetized anymore, Ben. It was interfering with my pension, and being as the pension is the more solid of the two things, I can always start again if I ever get to a point where it's actually worth it. I can always start again, Ben, in terms of monetization, but I don't think I'll ever get there anyway. Yeah, that was fun while it lasted. I didn't make much money, but it was fun keeping an eye on it while it lasted. My dream is just to get to 10,000 subscribers. I'll get there before the end of this year, and that'll be fun. And karaoke, what a chance! What a chance! We needed one Airy in there. Badgertich is injured. I am going to replace him because I don't want any more people out. One Airy, lovely pass inside. What a chance, it's saved. It's over the bar. Brentford are putting up a bit of a defensive fight here. Happy to see you though, Ben. Really good to haven't seen Andy in quite a while. Andy seems to have gone very, very quiet. I need to send him a message on Messenger and just hope he's okay, really, and that everything's okay. Haven't seen him in a little while. Be good to see him again as well. But happy to see you. Happy to see you. Yeah, you never know. If one area's got 9 key passes, again, that right wing spot is his. He's got 9 key passes, but we're only winning 1-0, and this does not excite me very much. Carioca has been wasteful. We've seen him miss a couple. But apart from that, it's been all Newcastle, and we should be clear. Yeah, one area's off again. Into the box, and there it is. Mbappe, the flag stayed down. It's 2-0. Is this the championship? Are we going to win the Premier League today? Yeah, it would be good to catch up, Ben. I'm not the best at messaging people. I'm really poor at messaging people. Just ask my goddaughters. No, we don't do it. And so yeah, but I'm really happy to see you. It's good to know everything's going well and that you're well, the family are well. Good to see you. Oh, hit the crossbar. We should be miles ahead of Brentford by now. Because the Premier League's a different story to the Italian League and Inter Milan. And we've got to be patient in the Premier League, and there's another chance one area heads it over the bar. Hey, James, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you too. Good to see you, James. They will do. They will do. Just think about how quick you did, Ben. And still doing. Yeah, I know you're capable of better. I don't need to talk to them, but I do need to talk to the midfielders. And I don't need to talk to Mbappe because he's doing fairly well. I might actually say you're playing well, keep going. And he's convinced. I don't know what that means, but he's convinced by it anyway. In other words, I think he believes me. Well, he is playing well. And there's Mbappe, and looking for Jesus Abba. Jesus Abba, who has an insane amount of goals now. What a chance, what a strike. Moscato makes it 3-0. That's it. The game's been put to bed. Are we going to be champions today? And in our next game, are we going to go through to the Champions League final? This WN tactic is brilliant. And Moscato from an impossible angle. 3-0. It looks like you and your co-drivers there are having a great time on your journeys, Ben. It looks absolutely brilliant. Oh, and I haven't seen you to say well done to the Toon Boys for winning the Caribou Cup. What an absolutely brilliant performance it was. They were very impressive. They wanted it more, I think, and that's why they beat Liverpool. They just wanted it more. And hats off to them for doing it. And I think you were there at Wembley, Ben, weren't you? It's just kind of cool. Right, subbies time. Let's rest some of these tired legs. Peterson hasn't played very, very well, but he's not tired, so he can keep going. Jesus Abba needs a rest, so Marcos can come on for him. Actually, no, Borja. Marcos is the right back. And Florian, we're going to keep him on the bench for now. Siedemar is a little bit complacent. Kamalo can come on for Mbappe. The Velociraptor needs a rest as well. So Andrew Hatch is going to have a game. Let's give our youngsters some game time. And let's add to this goal tally. And as I said, if we go a goal up, we very seldom lose. We only lose if it looks like we are not going to score. And that's why we lost against Sheffield United. We were absolutely rubbish. But here we go. The Velociraptor, he's missed the target. And it's still 3-0. But looking at this, Brentford have not had a shot. We have just kept their midfield very, very quiet. And they've not had a shot on goal. Surprising, because I was expecting a tougher game from Brentford than I was from Sheffield United. But Nwaneri, again, outstanding game. He is playing out of his skin at the moment. We need to keep him in cotton wool for Champions League final. We've got one more substitution that we can make. Nwaneri probably is the one who's coming off, because we need to wrap him in cotton wool. Cedermark can come on and do that job. And see this game out, boys. 3 points could be enough. We still need 2 goals to beat Aston Villa's all-time Premier League goal-scoring record. But we'll get them before the end of the season. Not quite sure we're going to get it today. We might get one of them, which will take us level with Villa. Lauren, brilliant pass. And there's a lovely pass over the... Kamalo has a chance, and Kamalo can't put it away. It's gone out for a corner. Boy, Kamalo could have made us level with Villa then. Kamalo is going to take the corner himself. Poor corner. Straight to the goalkeeper. Bless him, Kamalo. He's not really cutting it at this level. He's streets behind the rest of the team. But he's been a great servant for me in the 11 years that we've been on the Journeyman Save. What a great servant he's been. And still only probably 25 years old. Made his debut at 15. What a player he's turned out to be. Time to let him go, actually. Go and find his own way. Because he isn't going to make it here. And has to go somewhere else to try and get good, regular first-team football. But he might get another goal here. Be nice if he gets the goal that equalises with Aston Villa's record. Be nice if he taps it in. Here is Carioca into Kamalo. And just honestly, I'm not in control of this game, guys. But what a fitting goal scorer to equal Aston Villa's record of 128 goals in the Premier League. We've now equalled it. We're 1 goal short of beating it. And Kamalo is the man who's done it. Lovely little finish. Dropped off his man. Perfect pass from Carioca. And it is now 4-0. And I think that's game over. And we've just got... I went the day before to some of my friends from the... Oh, you were there as well, James, were you? Because I know Ben was there. You went there, but didn't get to see and a bit of a pub crawl. Sounds like a brilliant day. Sounds like an absolutely brilliant day, James. And fair play. Oh, is this the consolation? Yes, it is. Fair play to Newcastle. I think they thoroughly deserved to win the Carabao Cup. Liverpool were never at the races. In terms of the energy that Newcastle had, it was that carried them through. And I'm actually more used to seeing Liverpool play with that kind of energy, but I think Liverpool are tired now. And I think they're just hoping the end of the season comes quickly. Oh, what a header. That's Borgia has made it 5-1. That is the goal that takes us past Aston Villa. We have beaten Aston Villa's record. And what a header. Kamalo with the assist from the corner. And Kamalo's got himself a lovely little rating there. And that's really nice. And we did tell him about his goal drought. And sometimes that works. When we had a word with him, we didn't criticise the fact that he hadn't scored. All we did was put our arm round him and we said, don't worry about it. Get into positions and you'll score. And now he's got a goal and an assist. And what a performance off the bench. Well done to the young boy. And that's a very, very good win. And I'm very, very happy with that. And that means if City lose today, we will win the Premier League today. But if City don't lose, we'll have to wait until the next game. Huge relief. Waneri is absolutely playing out of his skin at the moment. What a player he has become. And when is the next game? I really don't feel the need to play a good team, but I want to keep morale up. So I want to have a mixture of youth and experience, because we do have to play Villa, then Bournemouth, very quickly afterwards. So I think we'll go for a mixture of youth and experience. The ones who've been injured lately, we can rest them. Play the other ones. Moscardo had a great game coming on for Bajcetic. And then I think we need to bring Musiala back into the team. So Musiala can play. So we go and look at what we've got on the bench. He's still injured, isn't he? So we can't play him. João Neves got rested. So these boys, the rested boys, are the ones that we need to bring back in. So let's just get rid of those first. So Puertes comes in. Aber we can rest. Borja, wherever he is. He's unregistered, is he? So Marcos can come in and play as the centre-back. Moscardo can come in for Bajcetic. Florian Wirtz, he can play alongside... Is Hatch available? He's not registered. That's unfortunate. Akim Gray can come back in up top. Waneri is going to get rested, I hope. Carioca can come in for Waneri. Cool, we've got a bench that's awful for this game. Steammatch can come in at left back. And Arwell Davis can come onto the left wing. Guehi then will cover at left back. João Neves on the bench, because I have to have a bench. Lauren is fit. Mbappe is fit. Musiala's not fit. Oof, blimey. Ben Beck is the goalkeeper. So that means Van Guehi covering for the left back. And all unregistered. João Neves, Lauren, still quite a strong bench. Mbappe, but we're just like too short. Still a very strong bench, apart from Ben Beck. Still a very strong bench. And 8-1 up against Inter Milan. I don't think we should be really worrying too much about this. If they beat us, they beat us. But they are not. What was that result? Oh, City won. What was the result? I can't go back. But Manchester City won. And Liverpool, Chelsea. Eddie built a team that potentially lots of energy. Yeah, they do. They have a lot of energy, James. To be fair, they have a ton of energy. But they also, on the weekend, didn't look like they had that much energy. They're running out of puff as well. Is he back? He had pneumonia, did he? And he's back now. That's cool. And so Manchester City, what did they do? Oh, they beat Bournemouth 5-0. So we have to win our. Gonna have to win our game. How many have we played now? Arsenal 1, 2, 3, 4. This will be the last one today, and then we will have to win our game against Aston Villa to win the title. So we're not going to get the title today, but we are almost there. Need to go far post, and they are very good. Oh well, we know they're not that good. We know they're pretty poor. This Inter Milan team. Yeah, but do you think, James, that they are going to get Champions League? Have they got enough puff to get them to Champions League next season? I mean, I think it's fascinating. I can't choose. I'm really struggling to choose. What a great player. Only 92 million. That's cheap. How much money have I got? Yeah, we can put a bid in for him. That is a great player. And we're probably going to lose Borja. What a replacement. That is one brilliant player. What's he like? I mean, come on. He's just 92 million. We'll have him. Let's go and ask the agent. 245. Have I got the money? Is the thing. Let's say his wages are a bit high. 220 to 300. They're a bit high. How much money have I got? Committed spending 8388. Oh, we've got the money as well. Let's go and make a bid. What a player, 21-year-old. What an absolute gem. We'll give him 92 million. What an absolute gem. You think they've got a great chance if we can keep scoring, then we're going to likely get through. But I can't see Chelsea. I don't know. I mean, how many games are left? There's still 4 games left, and anything could happen from here on in. And it's only going to take somebody to go and win their 4 games, and they will. They will actually then qualify. So it's hard to say, and I think Villa, they're starting to build up ahead of steam. Having beaten Newcastle 4-1, they could well put that run of 4 together. So I'm not writing them off. I'm not saying they can do it either, but it's possible. So I'm really looking forward to the football this weekend. Another one. But they lost to Man City. Yeah, but I still can see them. I just find it hard to call. I really find it hard to call. And I'm actually looking forward to the football, watching the football on the weekend. There's a lot of football on over the next 2 days. So I'm looking forward to that. He wants us to focus on penalties. You're having a laugh. You thinking they're going to beat us 7-0? You're having a giraffe. I really don't think that they are going to beat us 7-0. I can see them beating us 5-0. That has happened before. But 7-0? Nah, it's not going to happen. Although, if it does, you're going to see me cry for the first time ever on YouTube. If it does happen. Have I got any other youngsters? Not really. I don't even know who he is. So, I'm not even quite sure why he's in the squad. Players who don't play too much. He probably needs to get fit. The others are all fit and don't need to be playing. Bembeck, no. So I'm pretty happy. I don't need to play a first team today. Yeah, I'm playing my free hit in FPL this week, and it's quite hard to pick a team, but I have got Palmer in my team, and I just think that although people are offloading Palmer from their teams, I just think that if he's going to have one game before the end of the season, Palmer's going to have one game where he does something quite special. So I'm holding out on him. And I'm hoping it's going to be this weekend against Everton. Everton, though, under David Moyes, are no mugs. Their form is very, very good. And defensively, they have become very strong. Oh, Aston Villa playing Manchester City first. If Manchester City lose to Villa, they won't be able to catch us. 1 point with the goal difference, they won't be able to catch us either. Oh, we're going to play Tottenham in the final, are we? But no, Manchester City have won, which means we're going to have to beat Villa as well. But I'm pretty sure that's just FM being FM. Oh, another good player. 15 million? It's only his passing that would let him down. What a super player. For a winger, his attributes are absolutely brilliant. It's just his passing. His finishing isn't that great, but crossing, dribbling, balance and agility and pace, stamina. He's a very, very fine winger. We'd have to add him to the short list. But I haven't got the money now. But what an absolutely brilliant player. Yeah, we know Mbappe's a good player. An application for who? Oh, he's coming. Of course, this won't be continuing. This is only just for one season. But blimey, if I do decide to carry this on just for a bit of fun by myself, what a signing he is going to be. What a brilliant player. Might have pulled off a little coup there with that 21-year-old. He's fit, but only 45. We'll get 60 out of him. Yeah, he needs game time. And Lauren now is getting back to fitness. So this is a job that should be done. Wants to play? Yeah, I'm going to go with that. Let's play with a lower line, with a low block. I'm going to go with that just to be different from last time. I don't think we need to play exactly the same way each time. We can go into a low block this time. Get bodies behind the ball. They've got to score 7 in order to beat us. We're going to see all the best tonight. Have fun. Yeah, all I'm going to say, I don't want complacency to creep in. If they get to 4-0 by half-time, it's a different game. So, yeah, let's tell them I do not want to see an ounce of complacency out there. Where's Tonali? Tonali has been dropped. But we'll definitely tight mark him when he comes on as a welcome. They've got a different team out tonight, so they might have played a rotated team last time, which cost them. I cannot see them beating us 7-0, no matter how good they are. And the fact that we are in a low block will make it difficult for them anyway. Oh, they're back into what looks like a Juventus kit. Oh no, that is our kit. It's very strange. We don't normally play that away from home, and they've got one. And like I said, I do not want to see any complacency out there. Now, they just might have a different team out tonight. And sliced through our defence. Maybe I'm going to lower the that was too easy for them to thread that through ball. So I'm just going to lower the defensive line. Try and make that a little bit more difficult. I'm never going to stop it. And, well, they are 1 up already, James. So it's only 8 minutes gone. And we haven't done anything in particular. I'm not really that worried at this point. But that was complacency. And I would be shouting at them, see, I told you so. And they're through again. And they're going to murder us. And that was a good save. But they're obviously a different team. I'm going to come out of this low block. I want to attack them. I'm going to keep the line at standard. But I just want to attack them and try and score as many goals as they score. Because it does look like this is a game we're going to lose. Oh, referee. And they have all the match momentum. So the low block probably was a poor call by my assistant. Poor call by me for listening to him. Unavar's having a good game. And good. At the moment now, it's fairly even Stevens. We're just not creating chances at the moment. And we need to... There's a lot of purple faces here. Composed. So composed may not be good enough. We're going to have a bad game again today. Being 8-1 up, you can predictably say they're going to get a few goals. And there's the second one. So 2-0. And I need to shout at these boys now. I think that's fine. It looks a good goal to me. Yeah. And I need to just absolutely... Oh, I praised them, which is a bit silly. I hit the wrong button. That'll confuse them. But I can't take that back now, so morale will plummet over the next couple of weeks. And Arwell Davis has got injured now. And this is too easy for Inter Milan. What sort of a team have they put out today? Let's push the line up because there's too much space. Oh, hit the crossbar. So I'm going to push the line up. Too much space. But we're getting absolutely tanked. I'm going to berate them. I don't know why I praised them, but they're perfectly happy, delighted after the feedback, after being praised for going 2-0 down. That doesn't make any sense. I thought they would be absolutely furious. So something's not right here with the praising, but we're through. Go on, Gray. Go on, make it 2-1. Oh, that would have put it really out of sight. But they've still got to score, how many? They've got to score 5 more. That'll be some feat if they manage to get 7. It'll be some feat that they accomplish there. But we are vulnerable at the back. Let's not mince words here. If a team does attack us like this, we are vulnerable at the back. And it's too easy. 3-0. Who said we were through? Maybe my assistant was right. We needed to practice penalties. There's nothing I can do about this. It doesn't matter whether we're in the low block or in the high press, because they're just tearing us apart. And this is, well, if they get to 4 by half time, we could lose this. We could lose this tie. So it is quite a challenge at the moment, James. If they get another one before half time, we could lose this. And that, as it stands, they've only got to get 4 in the second half. And we could lose this on penalties. If we can get 1, that'll make it all over. If we don't get any, they're coming into the biggest rocket that they've ever seen. And Gray, go on, somebody do something. We just need 1 goal and then it's done. Oh, miles over from Wirtz. And look at their ratings. It's absolutely shocking. And I can't take them all off. And they are going to have an absolute rocket. We're going to throw the bottle. I'm far from pleased. And as professional, world-class players, they should be accepting that, which they did. So we are far from through in this game. And if we need a goal, we have to score a goal, because at the moment I make Inter Milan favourite. If Inter Milan score again, I make them favourites. We've got to get tight to him. But come on. Penalty, ref. Second half revival. You've got to do better than what you did in the first half. Are they going to score again? Is it going to be number 4? Offside. He's offside. Miles offside. I don't know what to do. I can't take everybody off the field. Look at the defence. 6.2, 6.3. I've got 6.3 in midfield. 6.2 Florian Wirtz. I've got 5 I can change immediately. Oh, it was given. Now they've only got to get 3. Are we going to lose this? Let's berate them. This is not good enough. What is FM playing at? Come on, 1 goal. That's all we need. Somebody, but he's put it wide again. FM's playing with my emotions here. Right, time to make some subs, because this is not acceptable. Overwhelmed because you had a rollicking, because you're shockingly bad. Right, he's off. Guehi, he's off as well. A 6.4 is better than a 6.3. Florian Wirtz is on a 6.2. So Neves can come on there. Bajcetic can go for Wirtz. And these 2 idiots are on a 6.5 as well. Mbappe somehow has managed to get over a 7. I don't know how he's managed that. But 4-0, and it's now 8-5 on aggregate. And I think it's just FM just trying to wind me up. Or we are going to lose. And losing is possible. And look at the way they are playing. Yeah, we are going to lose this game. That's another one. It's 5-0. It's now 6-8 on aggregate. We're going to lose this. Oh, what is FM playing at? How often have you seen a team come back from 8-1 down? I can't shout at them anymore. They're just totally out of it. Marcus now is on a 6.3. You got to do better, boys. Is this another one? Oh, it hit the post, but it's still a chance. There's another one. They are now 7-0 up, now 6-0 up. Is it going to be given offside? Oh, we are going to lose this. There's still 30 minutes to go. It counts. And we are going to lose this. I can't believe it. I cannot believe this. We are going to lose this game from 8-1 ahead. We've had 15 opportunities. We haven't taken one of them. I'm not allowed to, Oleg. I can't do that. It's the tactic is set. The tactic is set. I cannot change it. All I can do is adjust the lines. And I'm actually going to go back into a low block because we are attacking so badly. I'm going to go back into a low block. The only thing I can do is adjust the lines. The tactic is set. We are actually looking at it with a better team. Statistically, we are the better team. And somehow we've just got to hold out. And Neves has taken a knock. I've got no more subs left. We're going to lose this. Unless we score a goal, we're going to lose this. And we still can't score a goal. Oh my goodness me. And I've got João Neves injured. He has to come off. He's got a hamstring problem. I'm going to play on with him on the field. He's got to stay on. I can't take a man off. We've actually been the better team. 22 shots, 8 on target. They've only had 14. They're 6-0 up. How does that work, FM? Are we going to hold on and it's going to turn out to be 8-7? There's just 6 minutes left now. Or is it going to go to extra time and penalties when I've only got 10 men? Oh, FM, what are you like? Whoa, boy. It could be penalties. Or we could just hold on and FM's just been having a laugh. It's probably more like it. FM just decided to have a laugh and cause this upset. And we still can't score. And it's a good indication when you can't score, you're not going to score. We've been the better team by a million miles. And that performance was unacceptable. We are through to the final, but what a way to go through. We lost 6-0, but won 8-7 on aggregate. Oh boy. What was that about? It's only 1 to 3 days, 1 to 2 days. Oh my goodness me. Oh boy. Yeah, the problem is I cannot alter the tactic. The tactic is set. There's nothing I can do. I can't change the roles or the mentality or the. That's how it is, and that's why we concede goals. But never that many. um, and just like the whole team were absolutely shocking, and I don't know what that was about, but we survived. Absolutely survived by the skin of our teeth. And now that means we have a final against Tottenham. I was hoping it would be Monaco. I don't want to play against Tottenham. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games left next time. We still haven't won the Premier League. We can win it, though, if we beat Aston Villa or Bournemouth. We only need to win one of those 2 games, and the title will be ours. And hopefully we will go on and win the Champions League against Tottenham as well. Although we don't have a very good record against Tottenham. So that is not done and dusted either. It's going to be an interesting end to this one season save. A very interesting end. Mbappe needs a rest. The rest can go to training. But we need our first team back, and I did rotate, but not that much. I did not rotate that much where we were going to get beaten 6-0. But there you go, it happens in football. We've survived by the skin of our teeth. So thank you all for coming. I do appreciate it, and it has been fun. It's been a lot of goals in this episode. Beating Arsenal 5-0, losing to Sheffield United inexplicably, then winning 8-1 and 5-1 before scraping through to the final by the skin of our teeth. FM had a good laugh at that one, but we are through. Thank you all for coming along. It's been fun for me. And hopefully I will see you on Sunday when we will finish this crazy save and find out if we can do the double of league title and Champions League. Can we do it? We also have a cup final in the middle of that against Manchester United. It could be a treble. Let's see how many of them we can get. I've actually, in FM24, just before I go, I have to say, I have never yet, in FM24, I've never yet lost a cup final. Is that about to change with this tactic? Look forward to seeing you on Sunday. Have a lovely weekend. Enjoy your football. And see you Sunday. Be safe. Take care.